Hey guys, thanks again for joining me tonight. I'm super excited to be bringing in this video because I have a very special topic that I wanted to discuss with y'all. There's actually several things that I wanted to discuss with you, some things I wanted to show you. Um, so let's get started. Now, if you recall in my last video, I had mentioned something about that the next topic of discussion would be on St. Lucy, and it just so happens that I have a very special guest with me today. Here she is, St. Lucy. Now, her story is rather interesting and inspirational. A lot of people invoke her for problems with their eyes and improving eyesight, um, and for seeing things clearly and things of that nature. Now her story is a rather interesting one. There's three different legends that tell very different stories about her life. I know the most common one is that she was a very devout Christian, and at one point, I know her mother tried to arrange a marriage with a pagan, and she refused, choosing rather to devote her life to God. And she wanted to find a way to convince her mother that, the life serving God was the best one for her. So she prayed, for a sign to be given to her and to her mother. And it just so happened that as soon as she asked for it, she got it. Because her best friend, Saint Agatha, had appeared to her in a dream and told her that her mother's illness would be cured very soon. So, and it just so happened that after that, her mother was instantly cured, and both her and her mother devoted their lives to God, and she was able to convince her mother to uh, donate or give the money that she was going to use for as her dowry um, to give it to the poor instead. And now her fiance at the time um, was very hurt and sort of betrayed by her faith. So to get back at her, he reported her to the governor, and the um, the governor was the one who wanted to have her persecuted for her actions. But being that she was a devout Christian and she devoted her life to God and what have you, she was being very well protected. So all their methods did not work. I know one method in particular they tried to use was trying to get her out of her home. When they were going to arrest her to bring her to the governor, one of the methods that the soldiers used was tying her to a team of oxen and then dragging her out of the house. But they did all that and it didn't work. Now, another method that they used was they placed wood all around her and tried to set her on fire, sort of like Joan of Arc. But when they did that, the wood never caught fire. So they just resorted to using their swords to finally do away with her. And the second legend that revolves around St. Lucy is that she had told the governor that he would be punished for unjustly persecuting her. And because she did that, because she stood up to the governor, he ordered her eyes gouged out. So that's why, in her iconography, you see she's holding a pair of eyes in a dish because as part of her martyrdom, she had her eyes gouged out, and when they were preparing her body for burial, her eyes were restored. Now, she is, as I said, the patron saint of visions, to see things clearly, to improve eyesight, to get rid of the evil eye, and just overall, improving faith in God, and making you a strong person, a strong individual, just like she was. I know one ritual that revolves around St. Lucy is to see things more clearly. What you do is you make a pair of eyes, just like in her picture. You place them on a dish, and you put them underneath your bed. And when you go to sleep, before you go to sleep, you say a prayer to her. Ask her, with faith in your heart, with love and devotion, just like she had, to help you see things clearly. If there's a situation that you need help with, that you're just confused about, you don't know what to do, you've already exhausted every method, ask her to help you. Call on her. She's very miraculous, and she will come through for you. Just ask her with your heart, St. Lucy, help me see things clearly. Help me view the situation differently, and help me find a solution to the problem. And just like that, she'll help you. She'll hear you, and she will help you. And she will give you the answer in a dream or in waking life. If what you're asking for all of a sudden happens one day, just out of the blue, don't be surprised, because it's her that's helping you. She hears you. She hears your pleas. She hears your cries. She knows what's in your heart, and she's helping you. Now, I have worked with her before. I know that at one point, I had a family member who was having surgery to have special contacts put in her eyes, and one of the things that I invoked St. Lucy for was to restore her eyesight, was to restore my aunt's eyesight. And I gave my aunt the novena to St. Lucy, and I said to her, pray this every day, and with faith in your heart, ask her to restore your vision, because she was seeing blurry, and she couldn't see small letters. She couldn't read bold print. I mean, it was horrible and it hurt me to see her like that. So I gave her this prayer card of St. Lucy, and I said to her, invoke her. Ask her to help you to restore your eyesight. And she did. She prayed to her with a lot of faith in her heart, and she asked St. Lucy, please restore my eyesight. Please help me see things clear. Please do not let anything damage my eyesight ever again. Make my visions clear. And just like that, she helped her, and she was excited. There were tears in her eyes. I mean, and it brought joy to me knowing that I helped her, that through the invocation of St. Lucy, the both of us were able to help her have that faith, or hold on to that faith, so that her eyesight can be restored. So whenever you need help, if you have eye problems, if you want to get an answer to a situation, you want to see things clearly, call on St. Lucy, and I guarantee you she will work wonders for you. And I also wanted to take this time to show y'all a couple things that I got at the Botanica. I do have a ritual coming up that's going to be dedicated to San Martin de Porres, and I went ahead and got a few little items that I need for my ritual. I'm so excited to be performing it. It's next week. I'm a little nervous because I've never done it like in front of a crowd of people. I've never performed such an intense ritual like that, but I'm confident that things will go well. So what I have first is I am including the oil to San Martin de Porres. If you can see it there. I don't know, it's kind of blurry. I also have reversible oil, which I will be using in my ritual to San Martin because we are banishing negativity. So I'm going to need the reversible oil and this candle as well. The reversing candle, or the double action candle as it's called. If you have seen these in your local Botanica, they are the two-tone kind. So the top part is black, the bottom part is red. The top part is to burn through the negativity to make way for positive energy. So these are things I'll be using in my ritual as well. We also got a few bath salts. I know my husband and I do a lot of work that involves around prosperity. So this is a money drawing bath salt that we got. And here is the bath salt for good luck. These we got at Papa Jim's, so if you're ever in Papa Jim's in the San Antonio area, go down there. They have a lot of awesome things, some candles, oils, herbs, incense, smudge sticks, whatever you need, they have. And I also included 2 more saints into my family, into my little altar. And I'll be showing them to you. So right there, you can see San Ramon, and right above, if I can get to the, you see the Our Lady of Charity, La Virgen de Caridad del Cobre. She is best known for prosperity. So a lot of people invoke her for prosperity and all that good stuff. And San Ramon, as I mentioned, is good for gossip and, you know, for stopping gossip and protecting pregnant mothers, expectant mothers, that kind of thing. So I'm so glad that you guys were able to take this time to join me in tonight's video, and I look forward to making more for you all, and I will see you all in the next. Bye guys. Love you.